I'm Collin O'Brien. I'm here with Ryan Storm from Storm Sound, and we're going to do a little rig rundown on the kit that I play with Neal Francis. So, I guess we'll start with cymbals. I love Istanbul cymbals. I think they have like the sound that I'm looking for Neal's music, which is a little bit more vintagey, but they're still pretty bright. The ride that I'm using is this traditional medium 21 inch that I picked up in Nashville a couple years ago. I will say I've cracked a lot of cymbals because sometimes get a little into it and start hitting hard, but this one's really held on for a long time, and it's a great ride. I love it. I use it for a lot of other gigs around Chicago and elsewhere as well. The crashes and the hats are all the Exist series or Exists series. This is an 18 inch and this is a 20 inch. And then these are 15 inch hi-hats. And a while ago when I was like shopping around for new hi-hats, usually the standard's kind of 14 inches, but I played some 15s and they have this nice like chick sound that it's like a little beefier, and they have a nice like wash when so yeah, I'm all about the 15s or bigger hi-hats in general, especially for this kind of music. Cool. The main kit is a 64 Slingerland that we picked up. I think Neal got it like before I was even in the band, but this has been on most every record. The new record that's coming out, I played some crazy vintage drums at Sergio Rio's studios in LA, but yeah, these drums have kind of been a staple in the band for a long time. 13 inch tom up here, and then this is the 16 inch tom. And this one's pretty funny. You might want to come take a look. So there was a while where this didn't have a road case, and it got kind of jostled around in the van, and it's actually completely cracked. The whole shell is, which is horrible because it's a beautiful old piece of equipment. But we found out that that it actually like removed a lot of overtones from the drums. And when I tap through everything, you'll hear I keep all the toms really, really dead, really dampened. I take all the resonant heads off. So it's just a really quick thuddy hit, and then it's gone. And that really works well within the music. So that wasn't a deterrent for getting a new floor tom, or we were just like, well, it still sounds good. Let's keep using it. Also, the hardware on this is kind of falling apart too, but nothing a little gaff tape can't fix. So yeah, 16 inch floor tom. This is a 14 inch floor tom from my CNC player date kit back home, and I cut the resonant head out. These concert toms up here I bought outside of Austin, Texas. They're 1973 Slingerland concert tom. So it's pretty much a full Slingerland kit outside of this Rogers snare and the CNC floor tom. But I feel like sonically they all blend well, and so yeah, that's my kind of Frankenstein kit. This is a Rogers Dynasonic snare that I bought outside of Dallas a couple years back, and it's just been really solid. It's pretty heavy and durable and holds its tuning really well, so it's been good. I'm a huge fan. You can see there's all these rings on here. These are the Roots EQ rings, and they really help take out overtones, deaden the drum a little bit without like completely choking it. And then on the snare, I use a full coverage one that's kind of like, you know, been worn out. But yeah, it just creates like a really like fat, dry snare sound that we really like, and I'm a huge fan. They sound good on any drum you put them on too. There's a lot of other like dampeners that are kind of just cloth or anything, but these have this like really sturdy wire that keeps them like weighted down. In the past, I've used other techniques and things have gone flying, and all of a sudden your floor tom's just super open and resonant, and not totally what you're going for. So that's pretty much the kit. You can see there's blood. Yeah, there's some blood on the snare and some blood on the hi-hat. It's probably a result of my poor technique, but I'll like do tom rolls down here, and then I'll be looking this way, and I'll like crash with my left hand, and a lot of times my hi-hats kind of get in the way of my hand, but I think it's kind of cool. But yeah, thank you so much. This is a much more complete rig rundown than the one we did in Mexico with tomato cans and books and boxes. But check that one out too. That's a really fun one.
Okay. So, Collin, what's the next piece of equipment you want to add to your rig?
You know, that's a great question. I've been thinking about it a lot, and you know, first and foremost, everyone needs a cowbell. There's moments in the set where I could really use a cowbell, and I think the audience might agree. So I'm thinking of, yeah, adding a cowbell and maybe like a tambourine that I can fill in grooves with, and you know, just add a couple more sonic pieces to the sound. I don't think I need any more toms, but it is pretty funny. When I got these, the band was like, no, like you don't need any more toms, and I was like, no, trust me, they'll be cool. And after a couple shows, like we played a festival and I didn't bring them out, and they were like, man, we're really missing those high toms. I was like, I told you. But I might upgrade the snare at some point too and get something different, or yeah, just like a different flavor. But I guess, yeah, some auxiliary stuff will be fun, and then we'll see how long these cymbals last, but I'm always replacing those too.